to already kind of help you set up or just maximize the coil.
Maybe even thinking about going into the tower. Arrow is actually going to catch Palos, who was maybe trying to get in the way of things. Oh no, and they're just way too fast here without any spells.
Couldn't get the last hit.
Steal. Mid animation Winter, he is denied, killed. That is going to be a first blood split, but still a first blood down bottom.
I mean, I should stop telling KP this is a hard lane for him. He's like, no.
He accepts the challenge, Winter.
This lane is easy.
He tells you what he thought of that.
No doom in the lane.
No doom in the lane. He finally has some peace.
Yes, and first rune will be Arcane Rune, so picked up by Carl.
That's big. I think it's a little too early for Storm to really make amazing use of it. He'd much rather have this be like the third or fourth rune.
The first rune, I feel like regen. It's probably the best for Storm.
Yep. Regen, maybe like a haste, I think can be pretty good, right? Because then you, maybe not against a puck, but it allows you to gank the side lanes with ease. That's Execration.
Early smoke, by the way, Richie.
Indeed, I was going to call this, Winter. They're going to go ahead and maybe try and find a kill in this top lane. I mean, it definitely seems doable. Not a whole lot Bosku's doing here. And in fact, the Primal Spring already used into the leash. Now Raven is pretty tanky here, though, Winter. Bob's going diving, tanking for the tier 1 tower as the wagon is getting a bit of work. Nice two-man stun here. Bob a bit worse for wear. Does not connect, it looked like, on that illusory orb, as Shanks is going to be finished off. Tims, though, makes the rotation from the bottom lane, actually commits the TP scroll. Arrows off the mark. That means they don't actually have a stun here to stop Bob.
Oh, disaster, this smoke. And the underdog died in the river to this Storm that used the Arcane Rune.
Indeed.
I mean, the Wind Ranger, I think he missed the power shot and the blood grenade. He missed the power shot and then he missed the blood grenade.
It was, as they call it, not a symphony of skills. They kind of whipped on everything here, and Bob's in trouble. No, he's okay for now. Carl, yeah, he's still got plenty of mana with the Arcane Rune. He's up safely to the other side. But yeah, that was painful. They missed the illusory orb, they missed the power shots, and
3K goal lead, Richie. 8 minutes in the game, 3K goal lead.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Paulos down bottom. He's missing out on some CS here. They just got a kill onto Bob, by the way. That was just Bosku rotating in. So thank you very much for that. That's unbelievable. And down bottom, Paulos as well. It's going to end up going down. Wizard, this is starting to look like a very one-sided affair.
Haste.
I mean, just like that, out of the lanes, 4K ahead for Blacklist. Execration, they are once again in this hole. Like I said, after the second game ended, like the laning phase is going to be crucial. If Blacklist starts a game like this, I feel like this game is going to be very, very difficult. As much as I like Execration, coming back, like Carlo's going to die. Another kill for the Storm. This is probably the hero that you don't want to give like a free start to.
It's like
if they get a good start, they won't have an item that give them damage and HP. Only Void Spirit does because he's universal hero.
I guess that's a good point. Palos, he might just be dead here. He's going to need to get some real good CSing in. Monkey King's going to TP in and maybe jump back in this fight as Tims. They're getting juked by the tower. Can they find a deny on Palos? No, they cannot. KP's going to get the kill with the lingering damage of the Doom. Dream Coil committed, not finding a whole lot there, and they fail to have even more damage on the KP, but now joining from the river, it's Carl. Big Sip committing a lot of the mana here. He's got a little bit of follow-up, but Bosku unable to commit too deep in there for the kill. Instead, they're going to lose Carlo underneath that tier 1 tower for the second time.
God, Blacklist is just destroying them. Right now, everybody's on point with the rotation.
There's the gas station. Stop. If it's a game where like I'm like pick this Witch Doctor hero, so I can't really farm, and
I'm afraid to say that I focus more on last hitting creep so I can carry the game.
Wow. And this guy plays Maiden and Disruptor, by the way. I mean, he doesn't really play anyone else. Big ol' zip for Shanks did not get. Oh, did get off the wind run, but it's not going to help him because Tims has got Starstorm. An easy kill there. It's a full mech, nearly Greaves now. Completed for Tim, so he is slowly but somewhat catching up to the farm that Puck's managed to find so far.
Yeah, and Bloodseeker is making his way towards the BKB, which would be really important in the team fights.
That's a good point. I mean, just starting to make his way. That does have the Mithril Hammer, the most expensive component, but still needs another...
Bob. Some twin gate action coming in.
Oh no, and he didn't get off the Waning Rift in time, and he won't be able to, Winter. KP not taking any chances there, drops the Doom, secures the kill.
Monkey King, one of the best heroes to catch Puck because he doesn't see you. The second one will be Earthshaker because they both can stun you out of vision. So it's pretty hard to play Puck against those heroes.
That's a good point. I think Nyx as well is up there, which is why you were thinking about that hero earlier, right? Can also stun you from outside of vision. Who else is really good against a Puck? Hex carriers in general, right? Once they get blinks.
Yeah, not when it's 18 minutes.
Sure.
Nobody's gonna have Hex at 18 minutes.
No. I'm talking about your lions, your shamans.
Shadow Shaman.
Usually they're not able to
hero.
get vision.
Dead hero.
Dead heroes. Yes, indeed. Earth Spirit can sometimes be a bit tricky if you're against a good Earth Spirit player.
Yeah, but nobody gets silenced right now.
Usually you take a point by 7.
Most of the mid players have.
Okay, mid's different. I don't know the mid builds. Mids they rush Octarine and they do some really unholy things. So
max stun and max slow.
yeah, max stun, max slow. Carlo is in some trouble here. Does at least break. It's not really a smoke, but it's a sweep under a Moonlight Shadow. So they'll take that. So long as they don't lose Tino here, that would be far more stinging, and it seems like they won't.
Yeah, back then we would say that please stop feeding the Storm Bloodstone charges. I don't get to buy that item, you know, on support.
Yeah, me neither, but I was always upset because that's when I started learning how to play Dota. How come Lesh never dies, and when he does, I don't get any gold for it? Right now,
brought a face off, Shekel. Oh, he missed!
Not in time, Winter.
He missed!
Hit a Malice, still allowing them to at least connect now on the Rupture, and hey, it's not 3,800 gold, but it's a good amount now. 600 in the pockets for Palos. This is how I win like 50% of my games. This is not a joke.
That doesn't sound like your normal job description as a support.
Well, sometimes, Winter, you gotta wear a bunch of different hats. For now, the hat that Shanks wants to wear. Maybe like a bit of a fedora as he tries to sneak away from this one. Nice shackle shot. The Doom, though, is onto Palos, and with Carl coming on in, they are all but guaranteed to get the kill. Both kills going to Carl now as Bob.
Oh, Bob.
He's making it out alive. Yeah, with the Blink Dagger. BKB was used from Raven, so they get something out from it, but they're immediately looking for more as they actually take the Tino's Twin Gate on in. At least KP is bold enough to do so, but they have vision now onto Bob. He walks past the ward.
And how many times has he died to this Monkey King stuff?
Well, that time it wasn't even Monkey King, was it? It was just Storm zipping in. Yeah, it was just Storm zipping in. Monkey King didn't have anything to do about that particular death. Got on a right click at the end, but that was just Storm finding a zip. Bob thought he was safe. He thought the rest of the Blacklist side were mid, getting ready to siege, but they were patient. They were taking the scenic path on over, and Bosku's ward had ended up picking up, netting them an extra kill.
Radiant's top tower is under
I mean, just a great game for Blacklist and Winter. The answer is yes. One more scrap, and here we are, 3-22. 24 minutes in, we've done it.
Let's hope the game ends right now.
I don't think it's gonna end. I don't see that happening too quickly here. We'll see though.
Yep, here we go. Execration.
Another fight. That's not a bad one here.
I mean, just a support.
Not going to do a single thing about
Save
this.
your support.
The decrepify. Tim's looking for the TP out, but of course they have.
I mean,
a lot of risk.
Cuckoo was like, do I go in? Do I risk my life?
He gave him
for anybody other than the Storm?
Give him a decrep, you know. He gave it a college try.
He was hesitating. He was like running. He was thinking hard. Shall I put myself in danger for someone who can't carry me? Then he said no, and then his support is like, fuck you, I'm teams, you know. Well, then he turns back.
And then he remembered sometimes playing support, Winter, you have to be the mental support for the team. Oh, I think Shanks needs a mental support now. That's Windrun being dispelled already by a 25-minute nullifier. Yeah, Carlo is up next. That was at least the ulti use. They're gonna think about taking the Twin Gate on in. Tino, he did take the Twin Gate on in. He's gonna be immediately nullified as Bob's gonna find a Doom now onto Bob. Or sorry, it's KP who finds a Doom onto Bob, pardon me. Jumping in, looking for another kill is Raven. Did not have the Primal Spring up, but has another nullifier. 3 casts the nullifier. Spells 4 kills against Execration this early on. This is just starting to get... I mean, it has been bad, Winter, but...
It has been bad since minute 5, man. Since the laning phase.
It hasn't been Bob, it's been bad.
Bob hasn't been building anything this game.
No, he hasn't. He's been hopefully trying to take out a life insurance policy because it's just not going well for him at all.
At this rate, even the insurance company is not going to sell you any premiums.
The actuarian is going to say, no, I'm sorry, we don't offer a plan to support your lifestyle. You just say, I'm just trying to live my life, man. He says, yeah, but have you seen what KP's up to? Raven? Even Carl catching you out? I don't think so. Carl's going for a damn sight device. It's treacherous out here to be a puck. And what stands behind you? A Windrunner? No, I don't think so. There's a nullifier here. Palos nullified as well. That BKB Mjolnir, you're far too late to do anything about it.
They can't run right now. There's an ops behind. They're too far committed.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they can do. That's a nice jump on in. They're going to try and burst through KP, but Raven's going to get off the Wukong's command from the trees, buying precious space and time. Palos can't even get his hands onto Bosku. And now in goes Carl. Immediately wants to kill here on
nice
Palos. The stun gets caught by Bob though. He's arrowed up. Carl making the jump on him, but he's actually low on mana, so can't quite as easily get the kill. Gas station gonna end up starting up now as Carl healed back to full, but Bob does make it out alive. Here comes the big reset now. Execration haven't really lost anything, but they haven't really gained anything either.
Yeah, KPS Doom right now. It's online.
Oh yeah, Carl going in on his second bout. Did get topped up a little bit there by Bosku as Bob may end up getting caught.
Oh,
They're gonna try and
KP's
get
dying.
KP, but no,
Gas station.
Bosku healing him back up a bit too much, and Palos is gonna go down. Tim's got the kill through the BKB. The debuff immunity, not death immunity here, as that's 4 dead for Execration and Winter.
Oh, arrow. +1.
Another one.
Is he buyback? He used buyback,
He
right?
did. That's a dieback. I mean, this just has to be it. You're playing for a miracle at this stage.
I mean, Blacklist is just showing them who
deserves
is the
to be second?
Yeah, who is the winner of this Rumble on?
That's them, by far. You know, earlier on we had a little All Chat Friday segment where I talked to Kuku and I said, "Who's the best Filipino team?" And he said them because they play the numbers game. But now it's Blacklist who. I mean, you look at these numbers, 4 to 31, pardon me, you can barely even say it, 25, get worth lead 28 minutes in. This is... Raven, looking for a jump, Shanks, yep, no way to win run himself out of this one, or out of 8, so he's gonna get out. Even so bold to put out a shackle. Carlo, what are you, Carlo, you can't be leaving your base like that. You're down 30 kills, my man.
What do I do, Richie? Carlos asking you, what do you want me to do?
I think this is a game where
If I stay in the base, what can I do?
you break out the copium and the hopium. I don't know what else you do. I think you honestly, Winter,
At this rate, you just defend high ground and hope for the
you
best.
make dinner plans. All right, boys, where are we going for dinner? We had a pretty good season.
Are you forgetting about this is SEA region? There's always hope.
That's right. There's always hope. No, but Winter, SMG's not in this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. Look, I absolutely commend them. They are fighting hard for these DPC points. It means a lot here to Execration, but clearly, Blacklist, they aren't keen to put themselves in a position to make any mistakes here either. You know, it's going to be the top up here for Carl.
Yeah, talking about dinner plans, Blacklist definitely looks the hungriest right now.
Yep, there goes Bob. There was a Doom, by the way. They just were confident they didn't need it, because now they'll have one if Bob decides to buy back. Carl, I mean, just permanent mana here. There goes Bosku again. He says, no problem, boss. You need more? I got more. Thank you, sir.
Who's the boss? At this point, I feel like
come again.
the Storm is the real boss, not the partner. The partner is more about the...
There he goes. Oh no, he's back to full mana. How could that happen? He was just out of mana. I can't believe it. Who could allow this to happen? And Bosku's like, don't worry, I got you. Oh, the Doom is onto Tino. Okay, I mean, that'll certainly result in a kill here. And actually, Winter, he does not have buyback. Bob is trying to conserve it for the last 10 seconds here. Palos nearly getting beat back and to death, really, by that Wukong's command. Fortifies are out, BKB's now expiring, but it's Blacklist who are still A-okay now. I mean, still with Aegis, of course, for quite some time. Raven somehow finds a tree with that shackle shot, but careful, Carl's in, finds yet another Hex, and it's just a trivial kill there. Bob, I mean, certainly is going to have to buy back, but why, I guess? Aegis reclaimed. Forward at 37, in goes Carl yet again. There's the buyback. It will at least catch KP. He voluntarily, I want to say, breaks the leash there, as there's another, I mean, what? This site device, it's got Bob's name on it or what, Winter? GG, that's it. Bobby, he just can't play. Kuka, look at that smile.